Welcome to our story today. Stay tuned and God bless.
Welcome to this epic journey of faith, courage, and deliverance. Today, we dive into one of the most dramatic and powerful stories in the Bible, the Exodus, when Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt and God parted the Red Sea. This isn't just history, it's a testament to how God rescues, guides, and provides for his people, no matter how impossible things seem. The Israelites had lived in Egypt for centuries, but over time, they became slaves under a cruel Pharaoh. The Bible says, the Egyptians made their lives bitter with hard labor in brick and mortar. Exodus 1:14. They cried out to God, and he heard their suffering. God chose a man named Moses, who had once lived as a prince in Pharaoh's palace but fled to the wilderness. There, God spoke to him through a burning bush. "I have seen the misery of my people. I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people out of Egypt." Exodus 3:7-10. Moses, filled with fear but empowered by God, returned to Egypt. He approached Pharaoh with a bold command from the Lord, "Let my people go." But Pharaoh's heart was hardened. He refused, and instead increased the burdens of the Israelites. God then unleashed 10 powerful plagues on Egypt to show his might and force Pharaoh's hand. Water turned to blood. Frogs invaded the land. Gnats, flies, disease, boils, hail, locusts, darkness all struck Egypt one by one. Each plague demonstrated God's power over nature and the gods of Egypt. Yet, Pharaoh remained stubborn until the final plague, the death of every Egyptian firstborn. Only the homes marked with the blood of a lamb were spared. This became the first Passover moment that would be remembered for generations. That very night, Pharaoh finally gave in. Grief-stricken and defeated, he called Moses and Aaron. "Take your people," he said, "and go." After 430 years in Egypt, the children of Israel were finally free. God led them by a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. As they journeyed through the wilderness, their hearts were filled with hope. But Pharaoh's heart turned once again. Pharaoh, furious that he let them go, summoned his army and chariots. "What have we done?" he cried. "We've let our slaves escape." The Egyptian army thundered after them. The Israelites reached the edge of the Red Sea. Trapped between the sea and Pharaoh's army, fear gripped their hearts. But Moses stood firm. "Do not be afraid. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord." With the sea before them and death behind, the people cried out in panic. But God gave Moses a command. "Lift up your staff, stretch out your hand over the sea, and divide it." Then, with a mighty roar, the sea split. Walls of water rose on both sides, and a dry path opened through the heart of the sea. The Israelites walked through, step by step, in awe of God's power. The pillar of fire moved between them and the Egyptians, blocking Pharaoh's army. Through the night, the people passed safely to the other side. But Pharaoh's heart remained hardened. As soon as the Israelites cleared the sea, he ordered his chariots to charge into the path. His army stormed in unaware that they were riding into judgment. Then, at God's command, Moses stretched out his hand once more. The waters thundered back into place, swallowing the entire army. Not one of Pharaoh's soldiers survived. On the far shore of the Red Sea, silence fell. The Israelites looked back across the waters where moments ago Pharaoh's mighty army had chased them. Now the sea lay calm, hiding the wreckage of the enemy. Then a sound broke the silence. It was the voice of Moses and Miriam, his sister. She lifted a tambourine, and soon the people joined in a song of praise. They sang, "The Lord is my strength and my song. He has thrown the horse and rider into the sea." This was more than victory, it was freedom. No longer slaves, they were now a people led by God himself. The Red Sea miracle sealed their identity and proved God's faithfulness beyond doubt. And what about us today? The Red Sea moment teaches that even when trapped between danger and despair, God makes a way. When all seems lost, the hand of God can still move the sea. It's a call to trust, to remember that the same God who parted the sea then still parts impossible seas today. When we walk in obedience, he walks ahead of us, making the impossible possible. After the celebration faded and the sea returned to silence, the journey was not over. The Israelites turned away from the Red Sea and followed the pillar of cloud into the vast wilderness. This was the beginning of a new chapter 1 filled with challenges, tests, and growth. Though they were free, they still had much to learn about trust, faith, and obedience. But the God who split the sea would never leave them alone. He would guide them, feed them, and shape them into His people. And what about us? Life will have its wilderness seasons, times of dryness, uncertainty, and fear. But the lesson of the Red Sea is this: when God leads, He also provides. He is not just the God who rescues, He is the God who walks with us. The Red Sea was never just a story about escape. It was about transformation, from slaves to sons and daughters of God, from fear to faith. That may we all remember, even in your Red Sea moments, stand still, and you will see the salvation of the Lord. Thank you for watching this journey through the Exodus. If this story inspired you, remember to like and subscribe for more powerful Bible stories on Children's Play that come alive through word and vision. See you in the next episode.